Hi everybody, I'm Peter Jorgensen. I'm the program director of the Musical Theater Intensive. Breathe, stay, medium gravity. So this is always fun. Thank you, Peter, Kathy White, for the introduction. 18 years of this program, I can't quite believe it, but here we are. This is our junior program. This is the students before you today are range in age from 12 to 15 years old. And but the interesting thing about this program is that we really wanted to create a space to treat young artists as professionals and train them as we would any professional theater artist. And so we don't discriminate in terms of age, but we love starting to work with young artists at this age to try and lay some foundational principles that they can take forward in their work to whatever that they do, whether it be in their school programs or their drama clubs or private coaching with teachers or their dance classes, wherever they're going, they're practicing the performing arts. We're trying to give them ideas and principles that they can play with and use as young artists as they continue to figure out what does it mean to be here on stage, being witnessed by other people, what does it mean to be present in my body, to be present on my voice. And this is you're the final ingredient that we add, which is, being watched while we work. Don't fidget. So this is part of it. We ask them to kind of come on and breathe and center themselves and be okay with just being seen. One of the things we started doing a number of years ago with the junior program, as Peter and Kathy White said, we're a process-based program. We don't put on a show. We don't invite students to come and learn whatever the current hot musical is, Newsies or Legally Blonde or whatever, because they get lots of opportunities to do that. But when they come to a program like that, they only end up learning how to do the choreography for that show and how to learn the music for that show. They don't really leave a program like that with specific tools. So we're a process-based program in that we really do a lot of exploratory work, and in the last couple days we try to put it together into a little informal presentation, which you'll see a little bit later how we've applied some of the principles that we're using, that we've been learning about. One of the things that I like to talk about in rehearsals is the use of space, how we relate to people, and specifically how we relate to our scene partners on stage. Right now they're in a kind of general formation. They're aware of each other. Can I ask everybody to just look at another person that's maybe across the way from you? And just whatever your impulse is, just have a little movement towards or away from them. Go. They want the safety. Whatever that impulse was, right? But they brought it together, right? Okay. Just bring your attention to someone really close to you. Okay, turn and face them directly. See, like already, and if you're odd person out, just keep looking, be relating to we're an odd number right now. Keep looking at someone. Okay, and again, what's your impulse? You want to move towards or away? Go. See, like that. a few different choices there. Yeah. Let's break up this as there's tension here as we feel this, as we ask them to like savor what this does to them, what kind of sensations come through them, how is the tension increased or decreased depending on how close or far away you are from a scene partner. One of the kind of themes that comes up a lot of through the programs is being sensitive to the stimuli that are inside of us and outside of us, because that's what we want. A lot of young artists get really hyper focused on like me, what should I be doing, what's my line, what do I do, and they turn themselves off to the world around them and the people that are around them, and it's our responses to all of those small minute stimuli that make us human, and we're really trying to be as human as possible on stage. So another principle that we say all the time is let's not act, let's human. So right now we can feel like there's a few different relationships going on. There's a lot of tension because they're holding the space between them, which is beautiful. They're confident in that choice, which is awesome. But let's break it up. Let's just go for a walk on the grid, fast tempo, go. So we use the grid, no curved lines, we use this just to get them moving through space, feeling space. Sometimes we use a tempo exercise to get them sensitive to like how fast or slow the world is moving, how it changes the energy. So when I clap my hands, let's go as slow as you can and still call it movement. And we feel in that transition, the energy in the room is completely changed. Hopefully they're experiencing a difference inside them as well. That they're tasting this and going, ooh, this brings out a different thing altogether right now, as opposed to a more neutral tempo. I just wish you had that sound. Casuals. Okay. When I clap my hands, just come to stillness. So now, like you see, like they've started to already learn the value and the composition of space. You can see that actually the room's fairly balanced because they're actually sensitive to the bodies moving around them and how they function within that space as well. You know, in terms of, as a director, one of the things that I value most in an actor is an actor who's actually aware of the space around them and how they relate to bodies around them. And that's not something a lot of people, like, especially the young artists, don't really think about. So right now, look around, find someone far away. Again, they're getting better and better at just stepping into being in a relationship with someone else. That just means like, hey, we say like, hey, you're here, I'm here, we're gonna do a thing, and we don't know what's gonna happen. Well, we're gonna do the thing anyways. And that's a big thing. The theme of this year, you'll see on our t-shirts, is know nothing. Because it came from a number of factors, but one of the things is in order for learning and growth to happen, the first step is figuring out what you don't know. And so a lot of the explorations that we do are really asking these young artists to step into experiences and step into explorations that push them into feelings that are unfamiliar, that they might characterize first as weird or wrong. And we're saying, actually, that's just unfamiliar, and maybe we should explore that a little bit more. Because as an artist who's trying to mirror back to the audience the full range of human experience, we have to understand what that full range of experience is. And so as coaches, that's what some of the things we're trying to do, get them just really sensitive to other people in space, other people's presence towards them, away from them, how they relate to each other. As they're holding this space between them, I'm going to ask my amazing, we use the term acting instructor, she's so much more than that, but she's been with this program for 15 years, and she's going to, this is Sandra Farron, she's going to come up and talk about some of the work that she does with the students. Sandra!
I'm having a conversation with my aging knee, so I'm not going to get up on the deck. You have the most awesome shoes in the whole audience. They're amazing. Hi. Yeah, you took a lot of what I was doing. The longer we do the program, I think the more we realize how much in this culture, the dominant culture, we tend to divide things up. It's very much a culture of dissecting and keeping things in silos and areas, and whereas how when something really works, once you dissect it, it's dead, hopefully. Our roles overlap a lot. We teach a lot, the three of us. Jonathan will come up in a moment, the way we work together. So the song, and you guys can, so here, holding the space, I call this moment coming back to Kansas. Just step out, just be yourself, just, you feel that? Yeah. So what is it to act or to perform? Over the years, the ephemerality of what are exactly the teaching of it? What are we actually teaching someone? What is it that makes a performative moment? What are the ingredients of it? And it has a lot in common with trying to capture something as subjective and as ephemeral, but concrete and real to us as taste. And the mechanism of taste and the breath and the feel in the mouth, the texture in the mouth, and how that, when we're in the womb, how that myelinates into our hands. The hand feel and mouth feel and taste feel. We're starting to understand, as we can actually capture the alive human body with MRIs and things, that is so deeply, deeply connected. And that's opened up acting instruction a lot in the last decade or so. And how the shape of the words we make, the language isn't just arbitrary, that the sounds we make them because the way our body needs to balance to make those sounds is actually the flavor that we need to make. And the primary ingredients that we have are how we situate ourselves in relationship to our body weight or gravity. And I'm gonna get you guys to be embarrassed and work along with this. I'm gonna ask you out here, and they already know the answer, is happy up or is happy down? Up, yeah. Can you just say that? And let's all say it together. Happy is up. And just see what happens in your body. Here we go, 2, 3, and happy is up. Isn't it? Try saying it the other way. Try saying happy is down. Let your body respond, and we'll all be acting together. Here we go, 2, 3, and
happy is down.
Can you feel the kind of character that might say that? No. Say it again. 2, 3, and happy is down. We're all acting there. So we're playing. What we're playing with there is gravity, and so you saw Peter use the word "come to medium gravity." So can you guys just come to that, just find and how delicate it is around just the things, what the hands do when you go to. If you go to theater, I'm sure you must. If you're friends of somebody here on the stage, notice. They start to notice these things that actors can do. So let's go. Medium gravity. 2, 3, and
medium gravity.
And let's just be mischievous. Let's be a little bit naughty. I'm gonna mess you up. 2, 3, and
I'm gonna mess you up.
I believe you. Can you pick someone out there? 2, 3, and
I'm gonna mess you up.
Can you feel, now this is what you're here for, because our work isn't complete until it's witnessed. Like a wonderful chef makes a whole meal and you have to practice your knife skills. Peter showed you a few of those things, prepping skills and everything else. But you lay out this beautiful dish, and if there's nobody to eat it, it's kind of like Instagram doesn't really cut it. Like someone has to eat it, right? So that's what we're asking you. So one more time, medium gravity, enjoy it. You guys should feel your expertise. Isn't it fun to feel how good you've become at this? You can enjoy your expertise a little bit, showboat it a little bit. I'm gonna mess you up, medium gravity, here we go.
I'm gonna mess you up.
So from our point of view, that they can do this makes more sense than giving them a whole scene and barely they would have time to learn the lines and blocking and never feel this present. Now just simply open your palms the other way. And breathe. Can you see what they've done to the space? Can you feel it? We are now in what we're calling medium levity. 2, 3, and
medium levity.
Yeah. How much fun will it be to mess someone up in medium levity? Go for it. 2, 3, and
I'm gonna mess you up.
Do you have a preference? So we can mess around with that. Go. I'm gonna in medium gravity and mess you up in medium levity. 2, 3, and
I'm gonna
feel the change. Let us feel the change. That's duration. We'll get to that. So that
I'm gonna mess you up.
That's acting. And we learn more just doing this simple exercise. That's something they can take away than if they had to do scene work, where we're just not ready yet. It's like giving someone who doesn't have prep skills and say, make a souffle or something. They go, oh, we need to know all the steps. So what we played with there was we situate ourselves in gravity, and we can feel either the world is feeling heavy for us or the world is feeling lighter for us. We're just playing in that little medium range right now. We can go to extremes, but we won't do that right now. We also feel time. time either compressing or expanding for us. And we played with sustained time right there. Can you do that one more and let it really open up as you switch, go back to medium gravity? And just take all that time to switch to medium levity before you get to mess you up. Here, go back to medium gravity, and I'll count you in, 2, 3, and
I'm
gonna
gonna
so much